conspiracies. Alright, there's something to be said about awareness. You do have to be aware of the things that are occurring around the world for sure, in order to know how to put the thought in to change them. So to a certain degree, it is very good to know that more than likely the things that your governments tell you are lies, or the things that your media tells you are lies. They're there to reinforce, the physicality of things. They're there to reinforce fear. Okay, that's what they're presenting to you. So, that's part of that whole process. And you have to know that there are injustices going on around the world, so that way your mind can put in positive thoughts to change those things. And believe me when I say that's what it takes here. Okay? Your thoughts are what define what happens in your reality. If you find yourself in negative moods, you'll often find a whole bunch of negative things happening. Sometimes you'll find yourself in positive moods, which ends up grading people in a negative way, and then again you're in in some sort of a negative situation. But that's because of the value of the place that you're in. Okay, it's supposed to be that. It provides that for you, so you will want positive things. Okay. Again, this was a learning center, so it's supposed to present you things, so you look at it, you pick it apart, and then you determine by choice and by action and by thought the direction that you want to take, the mode of direction. So when you constantly focus, though, completely on the conspiracy angle and the fact that the government is lying to you, you're helping to empower them. Okay, it is important to help other people become aware of it, but by pounding it in their heads completely, you oftentimes make yourself look foolish. Okay? Again, these are things that you have to be aware of, but they're more or less meant for you to be able to play a game of chess more adequately. It's like information in your back pocket that helps you navigate your environment. Okay? And by opening other people up to showing them that the environment is rigged, which it truly is, it's a rigged environment, you help escalate their awareness levels so they can make the proper decisions to get out. It's important when you show people conspiracy stuff that you're not scaring the hell out of them or into them, with the information. Present it in a way that allows them to make up their own decision. The other thing is you can't guilt people into it, you can't insult people into it, you can't judge people into it, because oftentimes one fails to see that when they're doing that, okay, they don't like it when others do it to them, but yet they don't mind doing it to others. That's the biggest fault in all of that. You got to present things in a way that is non-threatening, because if they in fact become fearful, then you have actually helped out, you've beefed energy into the negative portion of things. And I've watched people really go completely insane on the conspiracy angles. And I mean really, really, truly bat, crazy, insane. Okay? To where they were hospitalized and everything else. And I said people, I didn't say person. Okay? Thinking about all the ways that you were mistreated doesn't help you as much as you think about all the ways that you would like to see people treated. You think about all the ways that you would like to see yourself treated. The very things that you have for yourself that are good things are things that you should want everyone to have. There's nothing socialistic about it. That's the most universal thing to want for anybody, is that they increase to the next stage, that they can have access to everything that you have. Okay? Everyone has their own specialties down here. Everyone does their own thing, so there's no one threatening anyone else. And there never had to be a point of competition down here. But the point of competition is what people chose. Okay? Many of you like capitalism. You like the idea that if you that you're rewarded better than they are. Okay? But you got a whole bunch of people out there who are making trillions who aren't working at all. Point blank. Making trillions that aren't working at all. They're doing nothing but collecting. Okay, you got to keep in mind that to want happiness for other people is to literally spread it in the first place. That intent in of itself is an extremely powerful thing. Why not give that to someone else? Your loved ones down here. Think about how you treat them. Think about all the times that you've just like snapped for no reason. Or think about all the times that someone snapped on you for no reason. Okay? These sort of behaviors aren't actually normal, nor are they universal. Okay, they're cycles. Again, things that need to be looked at. And like I said, when we go into the conspiracy aspect of things, the conspiracy aspect sends you in circles over and over and over. You're always chasing your tail, trying to find the lie. All you have to do is know that the perpetrators are liars. Everything else falls into place. All you have to do in this world is follow the money, and you've got the perpetrator, because they make it that easy. It's everyone else that overcomplicates things. It's everyone else that follows what the media says. You do that, you're chasing your tail. Because for every single media story that is released, there's a different slant and a different angle on it. The mere fact that you guys have news which is geared towards partisanship should let you know that you're automatically being manipulated towards partisanship. That's manipulation. You watch CNN, you're manipulated to the left. You watch Fox, you're manipulated to the right. It doesn't take much to see that. The one thing that you should all be looking at is the fact that all who reside in office, whether they're Democrat or Republican, are all extremely wealthy, and you're not. That's what you should really be looking at. Is the fact they're all making a whole lot of cash, and you're making a whole lot of nothing. Again, chasing your tail just to try to make ends meet. And is that fair? Should you have to make ends meet in the world that you were born in? This place has enough to go around to where everyone can be provided for billions of times over without ever having to even dip into the oil stash, which you guys slit each other's throat for on a daily basis. This place could have provided. I mean, there's tons of lush farmland all over the place. And now you got guys in hazmat suits that are supplying you your food. Hazmat suits. You're eating it. Voluntarily. Because you won't stop the corporation that's doing it to you. You just continue to let that happen. You know, other countries have said no. They've risen to the occasion. They see it for what it is. They booted them. I'm sorry, but you guys continue to eat excrement by choice. Why don't you look and see what that stuff's made of? Okay, in Japan recently, they made meat out of feces. What makes you think that that's not somehow being fed to you under the guise of something else? So, you just look at things, and you need to look at things real carefully. This world is, again, is not what you think it is, and they're showing every single day is a new scientific method of showing you that. They're releasing all sorts of stuff in science these days regarding the nature of this reality. And I think many of you should look into holographic universe. Because there, right there, in that area, lies the truth. Love you.